Aaron Rodgers had a perfectly good reason for getting fired up with one of his teammates during the Steelers' narrow 33-31 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. The moment went viral. Rodgers was seen shoving left tackle Broderick Jones after the two celebrated a massive 68-yard touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth. But it turns out, Rodgers' frustration wasn't about the play at all. It was about his back and his age. As Rodgers explained later, Jones had hopped onto his back in celebration, sending them both crashing to the turf. The 41-year-old quarterback wasn't exactly thrilled about getting tackled by his own lineman. "What you don't see in the video," Rodgers said, "is that right after the throw, he's coming over to me, shaking me and shaking me. I texted him afterward and said, 'Hey, I love your energy. I love everything you're about. But also, I'm 41. You can't be out there tackling me.'" Rodgers wasn't angry for long, though. The veteran quarterback finished the night completing 23 of 34 passes for 249 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also threw 2 interceptions but avoided being sacked the entire game, unless, of course, you count Jones' overenthusiastic celebration tackle. The longtime Packers legend is now in his 21st season and still showing flashes of the elite play that made him one of the best to ever do it. Through 6 games, Rodgers has 14 touchdown passes and just 5 interceptions, leading the Steelers to a solid 4-2 start. Up next, he'll face his former team, the Green Bay Packers, for the first time since leaving the organization that drafted him over 2 decades ago. "I don't have any animosity toward the organization," Rodgers told reporters. "Obviously, I wish things had been better in our final year there, but I still have great relationships with a lot of people. This isn't a revenge game. I'm just excited to see some familiar faces and play on Sunday Night Football again." It's clear that even as he enters the twilight of his career, Rodgers' competitiveness and leadership remain intact. His exchange with Broderick Jones may have looked tense, but behind the scenes, it was all love. "I love Brod," Rodgers said with a laugh. "We had a couple of laughs about it afterward. I told him I'm getting him next, he better watch his back." For Rodgers, it was just another moment that showed his fiery passion and sense of humor, even in the face of frustration. At 41, he's still competing at the highest level, still mentoring his teammates, and still reminding everyone, whether it's defenders or his own linemen, that he might be older, but he's not done yet.